Thank you once again for joining us for another exciting episode on the Wife Only channel. It is yours truly, Kareem Ainsley, the wife lifestyle strategist. Today we'll be continuing to dissect the concept of male or man. So we're going to decide for ourselves if there is a distinction, there is a divide between the male and the man, or if the two are the same. Now, let's get into the meat of the matter of the meat that you came here to devour. A man's first responsibility after submitting to God is to his household. Yes, you heard that correctly. It is not to his job, it is to his household. Because his submission to God gives him the authority and places him in a position of leadership for his household. His household is now next in line because that there is his first responsibility. Then what comes next is his vocation, his job, his deployment opportunities. Those things come after. So the family is next in line after submission to God. He needs to immediately assume leadership. Right after, he has to assume leadership. Remember, the man is the head of the household. So if the household is to be headed by a man, it means that the man needs to be in a position of leadership. And the man cannot lead the household if the woman is not submitted to him. It would be like you have two-headed dragon. So when you have a two-headed dragon, one is going to the right, one is going to the left, and that there will create division. So both has to be in one accord. They have to teach the principles of responsibility. So being a man is not a simple feat. It may look simple based on what the world projects to us, that anybody can be a man, but that is not so. A man has to be ordained and endowed with the connection to his maker, and he has to be under that authority so that he can teach, he can guide, he can counsel, he can lead his family. And then that stretches out and shoots out into the society. The male or man that you identify with indicates the kind of person that you are. So what are we saying at this time? We are saying that if you decide that you want a male, it means then that your mind is not aligned with a man. So when you have your troubles, your trials, your hardship, it is not because of the man or the male, it is because of you and your election to be selected and be unified in a situation in which you have no business being a part of. But when we are allowed to overwhelm conscious thinking by emotional drivers, then we find ourselves in these positions. So we have to use logics and not just emotion. So what we're saying in simplicity, if you have a male, you are equal to him. And if you have a man, you're equal to him. It doesn't mean that you're equal in function. You're equal as humans being in one accord, because the male has his responsibility and the woman has her responsibility. The man has his responsibility and the female has her responsibility. But the man goes with the woman and the male goes with the female. So we're understanding that whosoever you allow to be in your circle means that it's a reflection of who you are. So, based on what your mind is indicating, based on the projection of your reality, it can give those looking on from the outside an idea of where your position currently is. If you have a male, you're equal to him. If you have a man, you're equal to him. And we explain the equality that we're speaking about, because you would come to realize a man and a woman, they are not equal. They are equal based on the fact that they are a human being, but because of their function, they are totally different entities and they cannot be compared to each other. Though the male may be at the root of the problem, a selection to be with a male with the prospects of a relationship that will lead to marriage indicates that you two are in a damaged state in which you would have to be complicit in enabling and establishing a dysfunctional situation. So you cannot just throw the blame on the male who has not yet matriculated into a man for your problems, for your challenges, for the destruction that comes in, for the infidelity, for all the things that occurs in your relationship. You have to put that responsibility on yourself, because now you know. And if you know and you don't act upon what you know, what does that truly say about you? The man must be equipped to lead his family, love his wife, teach his son how to become a man, and exemplify the behavior of a man he desires his daughter to be attracted to. So this man that you are selecting or allowing to select you has these vast responsibilities. So you have to be in a sober state of mind as the election process takes place. He should be providing love, correction, and direction for those under his leadership, while he builds up each member of the family for success. So a man in a relationship is operating in a selfless state, which means that he has been given this vast vision from his direct connection with his maker and his king. He shines that light into the family. The wife has that, and the wife serves as a helpmeet to help him to fulfill the will that the Lord or his God has given unto him. And the children are now helpers of that vision and mission as they reach out in reaching to the different dimensions of society. And we're going to see how this plays out when we speak of the virtuous woman. But let us now, in this moment, turn our attention to Malachi 4 and verse 6. And it says, "And he shall turn the hearts of the fathers to the children, and the hearts of the children to their fathers, lest I come and smite the earth with a curse." This is something that I'm going to say that many people don't want me to say, but you need to know. The children that the woman produces do not belong to the woman. They were created as a seed from the man, which means then that the man is the one who is to be rearing the children and not the woman. I know that a lot of persons are going to come down and say, no, that is not how it should go. But this is what the word of God says. "And he shall turn the hearts of the fathers to their children," because the father has direct responsibility for the children. However, the woman is serving as a helpmeet to help him to facilitate that direction in fulfilling that which God has given to him in the form of a vision. It gets even deeper, but this is where we're going to pause in these moments as we discuss and dissect the concept of a male or a man. What is in your best interest? Which is the better choice? Is there even a need to choose? Or are you going to do that which is right and righteous? Or are you going to be one of the casualties of society in electing the selection which causes destruction and damnation, leads to divorces and separation? We are not here about that. We are here to give you the proper structure so that you can make informed decision, so your life can be better and not bitter. Signing out from Wife Only is yours truly, Kareem Ainsley, the wife lifestyle strategist. Until next time, be the wife you were meant to be. Be blessed and see you on the inside.